King Solomon.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the proof that we've been going back and forth from the west to the east before the so-called white man even knew the west existed. We were already venturing over here. Okay? That's why they say King Solomon was the wisest man on the planet. All these things that we're experiencing and so-called new is old. Been experienced.
And they knew the world wasn't flat.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right.
So they knew where to come and they knew how to, because he's the wisest.
That's right.
But then you guys in the Dark Ages, when you Edomites were there, they're like, oh, the world's flat. If you go over there, you'll die.
Yeah.
Where's that in the scriptures?
That's right.
Yeah, that was part of his.
Yeah.
It's not perfect again.
Yeah. It's gonna come back. Yeah. But you have to ask yourself, then this planet should be out of water by now. If the Earth's flat and you fall off an edge, where's the water going? Is the water magically just coming around?
You think there's a floating garden?
You know what I'm saying? We're crazy, bro.
It's another script, 1 Kings 10 and 22. Where the king had at sea a navy of Tarshish, Slakia, with the navy of Hiram. Once in 3 years came the navy of Tarshish, bringing gold, silver, ivory, and apes and peacocks. So King Solomon exceeded all the kings of the earth for riches and for wisdom.
Right, so King Solomon was the wisest and the richest king known to man. Still is up to this day. Okay? Queen Elizabeth, right, said that she tried to say that she's related to King Solomon. She descends from King Solomon.
You say you should start calling another Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, that's exactly what I call her.
That's what
Queen
he said, yeah.
That's the
Elizabeth.
spirit. Queen Elizabeth, man. Elizabeth. All right, and they try to say the Bible is not real, but yet they're incorporating themselves to men in the scriptures. She has a stone. She has a chair, which is King Solomon's chair, with a stone, Pale Hebrew written on it underneath the chair. And she claims she's from all these men, King David and King Solomon. So it comes to show you that our history is the #1 richest history in the world.
Because they're not royalty.
That's right.
They're claiming another person's authority.
That's right. That's right. And that's what people need to understand. That's how dangerous it is of these. Hey, can someone give me I believe it's Revelation. I think it's 13 and 5. I'm gonna confirm it. That's a beautiful thing to do. Yeah, Revelation 13 and 5.
This is I got it. This is Revelation chapter 13 and 5. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months.
Right, so it says that he was able to speak great things, blasphemies. Saying that you're one of us is a blasphemy. All right? Saying that you're God's chosen is a blasphemy. Saying that the wisest man looks like you and you descend from that man is complete, utter blasphemy. There's nothing, and I always say this all the time, there's nothing worse than being duped by an image. An image is a very powerful thing. If you're always showing the wisest, richest men as yourself, what do you think the whole nation is going to look at? The whole nation is going to think they're what? Rich and they're wise. Even a six bare-bellied Edomite will think he's richer and better than you. Just because he can say, you know what? I descend from King Solomon. Because he looks at King Solomon in their image as himself. A great history. When they show the movie of King Arthur, right? It's them. And they're proud of that. But King Arthur was us. But they'll show it to your face, oh no, we come from this rich lineage and we're all these great people. But yet Esau will be everybody but himself.
That's right.
He'll say, okay, you're an Edomite. No, I'm not that. But I'm everybody else though. I was the Africans, I was the Persians. When you see Egyptian movies, right? Especially if you look at X-Men, when they're showing the Egyptian times, it's all Edomites. Edomites are playing as Egyptians. Why? Why are so-called white people playing as ethnicities that aren't theirs? Even Chinese movies. Yo, I've seen a couple Chinese movies and they're white people. Why? Why are you trying to be a kung fu master? You're not Chinese. And this is the and people don't understand. Esau has no limits. He thinks he can just be anybody and no one's gonna say anything to him. I wouldn't be surprised if the next Indian movie is all so-called white people. The Great Persians, white people.
It's that covenant thing.
That's right. He covered the face of the judges thereof, man. And don't you ever realize too? They don't make a movie on King David. They haven't made a movie on King David. They haven't made a movie on King Solomon yet. Why? You have to ask yourself, why haven't they? Because deep on the inside, they know they're not those people.
Plus, they know that King David killed a lot of white people.
Yeah, and he wanted to exterminate them. He wanted to exterminate them. Yeah.
Because he knew about the prophecy.
That's right.
He was a prophet himself.
That's right.
He said because there's a script that said about how I would have had slint at seeing the prosperity of the wicked.
Yeah, that's right.
You know? That's right. Because all of the Psalms that you read, majority of them are him who wrote those, man.
That's right.
He wrote a lot of the Psalms. He was a poet.
That's right. King David hated anyone that hated the Lord.
Because that's how you know King David loved the Lord.
That's right.
Because that's how men are supposed to feel about Yahawa BaHaSham Yawahashi.
That's right.
The same way how these niggas make R&B music, that's how you should think about the Lord.
That's right.
That's right. Way. That same kind of love and feeling, that's supposed to be for the Lord.
That's right.
That's right. That's supposed to be for the Lord. That's why men nowadays, you guys fall in love and you get hurt. Because that love you're supposed to have for the Most High, God.
That's right.
You're supposed to have that love for Yahawashi.
That's
right. Your woman is supposed to feel that way about you.
That's right.
Right? That head over heels type of feeling. But you're supposed to have that feeling for Yahawashi.
Right.
Right. Because Yahawashi will always have your back.
That's right.
That's right. And remember, are we married? Yes, you're married. But who's your first love? Your first love is the Father, right? That's right. But yeah, going back to the truth. But we're married, right?
Right. And I think that's in Revelations 2 and around like probably 6th verse. They said they left their first love. They have left their first love.
You know that's not where your heart's at. Exactly. You know where your heart
Verses, oh yeah. You have something, I have something. It's Revelation, you start at 4. Or you can start at verse 3.
I got something though to
yeah,
back you up first. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High, and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Right? Just going into your duty on what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to love the Lord. Your duty is to love Him. What is love? The commandments. Right? So that's your duty. Okay.
And Esau has made it number one priority to actually, to be honest, when you're in the world, right? When people start talking about God, especially these people, they start feeling funny, feeling away, and they kind of just want to, I don't want to hear that. You know why? Because Esau separated you from, or the love you have for the Heavenly Father. Because He's put pride in your spirit. You love yourself. You fear the Most High to a point where you don't want to deal with Him when you should be dealing with Him, man. Right. You should be actually acknowledging that you fucked up. Right. All of us acknowledge that we fucked up, and we understand we will continue fucked up, but we try our best to keep going. Right? It says, right. This man falleth 7 times. Right.
That's repentance.
That's right. right? But like I said, the difference between us and 2/3 of our
you're just
people
watching.
is when they do wrong, they don't want to repent. They don't care. To them, they're having a good old time, not knowing. It even says in the scriptures, consider thy end. You're supposed to consider that. You're supposed to consider the ending result. Again, if you had a deal and you know that the end deal was going to be bad, are you still going to take it? Though he's offering you something that's unimaginable, but you know that at the end the deal's going to be bad. Are you still going to take it? So that's how the Most High says you have to look at this place. The ending result is annihilation and destruction. Why are you going to try and prosper the place